Appalachian Apostle Shorts. This is your favorite part of the day where I take a few minutes out of my very busy and badass day to talk about subjects in brief that I think are important or that warrant some discussions. So today, without further ado, we're going to be talking about Moby. What is happening, Moby? To commemorate his 32nd anniversary of being a vegan, Moby got some tattoos. And these tattoos are quite a statement. Down both of his arms, he has animal rights. Now, those are big words going down his arms in here. Now, Moby already has something on his neck that says vegan for life, which is a statement into itself. But these long arm tattoos that I think he got done at High Voltage Tattoo, which I've already told stories about on the Appalachian Apostle, are pretty bold. They are basically just outline drawings. The first one I saw him pop up on the interwebs there, I thought that he just took a Sharpie and just wrote animal rights down his arm. But like all vegans, Moby wants to make sure that you know exactly what it is that he puts in his body. Now, here's the thing. The Appalachian Apostle, though not a vegan, is kind of torn on the subject. On one hand, it takes an extreme amount of discipline to maintain a diet like that. On the other hand, all these vegan jabronis have to tell us every 10 seconds that they're a vegan. It's like the people that do that yoga, or the people that are into CrossFit. It's sort of got that like cult-like mentality. I don't care what you eat. I don't care what you put in your body. These are things that don't concern me. But they concern Moby. And that's why he has it tattooed up and down his arm. Now this leads me to an important question. As in, what is your goal, Moby, with these tattoos? If your goal is, which I assume, to change people's minds and turn us all into vegans, I think you failed on two very important levels. Level number one is the health level. Well, a lot of people tout that veganism helps us to not have heart disease and to look very healthy. Well, or to be very healthy. Well, okay, maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But what I do know is this. Moby, you don't look very healthy. You look like a very starved version of the weird dude who plays World of Warcraft in his mom's basement that's like in his mid-30s or 40s. That's what you look like. You look like Starvin' Marvin on South Park, but a weird white dude looking version of him. So, I don't think anybody's looking at you and your tattoos and going, man, Moby looks healthy. I want to get on that train. No, that's not happening. So, fail number one, Moby. Now, fail number two, Moby, is the fact that in making this statement, you've got tattoos together that make you look like Mr. Cool Ice. You remember the internet sensation Mr. Cool Ice? He pops up on every bad tattoo list that's ever crossed the interwebs. And we look at Mr. Cool Ice, who has many Mr. Cool Ice tattoos, and we're like, wow, what a ridiculous thing. But not Moby. Moby must have looked at Mr. Cool Ice and said, you know what? This is how I'm going to get my message of veganism across to the rest of the world. Well, Moby, I don't think you're mobilizing anybody that wants to go look like Mr. Cool Ice. We don't go to tattoo parlors and go, hey man, make me look like Mr. Cool Ice. So we're not going to go to McDonald's and say, hey, make me look like Moby. Because you look like Mr. Cool Ice. So, Moby, sincerely from the depths of Adam Jode, I have a suggestion that could really help you take your veganism to the next level. I want you and Morrissey to team up, and you guys can make the baddest synth pop rock opera of all time. It'll be called Bambi, the musical. Yeah, that's right. You guys could tell the whole epic story of Bambi, up to the fact where his dad gets shot by a hunter. And that could be the point where Moby comes out with his Mr. Cool Ice tattoos. It says, animal rights. And then the whole point of the play is we'll all go away. Nobody there will be allowed to have any meat, because if Morrissey can smell it, it'll be the end of the road. Morrissey ain't doing no events if he can smell meat, because that's what he does. But the greatest thing about this is to take it to the next level. The prologue of the movie, or the prologue of the musical will be Adam Joe. Yeah, I already put myself in this. And it'll be me at the end as the hunter who shot Bambi's dad, sitting out here with my buck knife, teaching y'all how to process deer and make sweet jerky. And I can be like the bad guy as I sit on top of the freaking food chain. Man. And you guys can walk around, Mr. Cool Ace, and you can make people not want to be like me and be like you. And then we can all make all this money together. So this will be the most amazing thing. It'll help you get your message across. I'll teach people how to process deer and make jerky. And it's a win-win for everybody. So Moby, have your people reach out to Morrissey's people. Then Moby and Morrissey's people have your people reach out to my people, Alex, over at 10 and 8 Management. And we'll get this going. So thank you for tuning in. And make sure you take a second and you like our videos, you subscribe to our channel, and you go over to Spotify and look up Scattered Hamlet and make sure you stream and follow us there. It's free. Do it, man. Come on. Let's get it done.